Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the media, for your questions. Starting with SABC reappointment of Justice Minister. Of course, we note the concerns and disapproval of the appointment of the minister to another position, particularly by our veterans. But veterans should have raised that matter directly with the ANC. I've had Comrade Snuki talking in public. He should have called the president, but he did say in the public that he's going to call the president and raise his disapproval about the matter. And I don't think the president will not have listened or will not listen to the veterans of the organization. So I will implore on our, and I saw put Mavuso also raising the matter. I think the issues that they are raising deserve to be listened to. If they talk to you, it's fine, but they must go straight to the decision maker. I wouldn't stand here and say the president did not take us into confidence about this swap. He did. But as you know, decisions about swapping people in cabinet are not made available. Why people are swapped for whatever reasons. So I will implore on our veterans to approach the president. He's coming back over the weekend from Algeria. And even if it goes to talking to the officials and raising the matter, I don't think it's for us to exchange in public. What I'm explaining as the Secretary General is the position of the organization in relation to Tembi and standing, in as far as the rules that govern integrity when it affects a member of the ANC. What does it say? It says if you are charged with corruption and other serious crimes, you step aside if you are charged. That's what it says. What I'm explaining is that Tembi is not charged. There are allegations that are made against her, and in this particular instance, have not been tested in a court of law by way of a person being charged. What we know is that she's taken to the public protector. She has appeared before the Integrity Commission. When those reports are done, they will be brought to the president in terms of the public protector, the Integrity Commission to the ANC. I asked Comrade Frank Chikane whether or not they finalized their report, and with Comrade Tembi, he said to me they are not done. So that I can tell you for free. He said they are not done yet. And then I said, okay, and that is fine. In as far as veterans raising their concern that they believe that this is a wrong move, there is dissent in the organization, and there are no holy cows. They've got a right to raise that matter with the organization, not with the media. Maybe the media can come after, but with the organization directly to say, comrades, we think you have faltered in this case. And I'm not going to argue with them in a public platform because they've got the reasons that they've advanced in relation to the matter per se. And that's where it is. And I will also implore on them to come to the officials, even if it means on Monday, because we meet every Monday. We are meeting this Monday, and we are meeting also with Gauteng province. But I think the issues that they are raising require attention of the organization. So it's not a matter that you can run roughshod, ignore it, and not listen. So at least we need to listen to each other and engage. This is their party. And if they think that their party is going astray, is not doing things right, they've got absolute right, not just to raise concerns, but to engage with us and the president of the organization. So I will leave it there and expect them to approach the party and raise these matters. But I will not condone public discourse on a matter that require party attention, because I don't think they are raising it in vain. They are raising it because they want steps to be taken in relation to that matter. And I don't think that the president runs the party alone. He runs it with us. And if leaders of the ANC and older people of this party who've got nothing to gain in any way, correcting our image, and they approach and they say, in relation to this decision, you are wrong, we need to listen to them. There's nothing wrong with that. The ANC need to listen to its veterans when they speak. And ANC veterans must address the party leadership directly and not through the media. And so we will expect them to come full force and engage with us on this particular matter. On the matter of what is your
Mtunzi is my name, sir.
Mtunzi?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is your news?
Oh,
Welela, okay. Threat by foreign nationals. We have seen many of these kind of things happening. Port Elizabeth, Cape Town, Alexander, and everywhere else. Law enforcement must be enforced to deal with such activities. We can't have people doing as they wish in our country. When we are raising a matter that don't give our kids expired goods, and some of them have been found destroying expired goods in Skukuru by our own members of the ANC, found them destroying expired goods in the field. And we are encouraged by councils, local government, municipalities that have stepped up and intervened. So we need to intervene, and communities work with law enforcement to deal with anarchy in South Africa. So that's what we have said. And I have explained our position on spaza shops going forward. It doesn't end with the closure. As we deal with the closure and the illegality of the spaza shops and the regularity of the health situation in terms of goods that are in these spaza shops, we need to deal with that. But over and above that, we believe those businesses must be preserved for South Africans. And it must happen in the context of the law. When we went to court and were dealing with these illegal foreign nationals, they brought an urgent court application which went to the Constitutional Court. There is judgment to this effect. So we must then deal with the law to deal with this particular issue. And government must be seen to be active to protect the nation. And that's what we want as the ANC, and it should happen, and we'll keep checks on it as this matter is implemented going forward. It's a popular sentiment. It is based now on empirical evidence. It is not thumb-sucked. It is true that illegal foreign nationals are there in the business of spaza shops. It is true that foreign nationals are actually having goods in their spaza shops that are expired. And in majority, it is them, but not exclusively. It is them. They have completely annihilated local spaza shops, which were there in our townships. And now we know, from an intelligence point of view, why it is like that. They are selling cheaper goods, which are produced outside the country. They come through the ocean, and then they are downloaded somewhere in the warehouses in our country. That has been found, at least in KZN, under the leadership of the capable General Mkhwanazi. So we're not thumbsucking. That is a reality. We are no longer asking, where do these people get sunlight? Why is it cheaper? And Johnny Walker is not working this way, he's working this way. I mean, so we know that this Johnny Walker comes somewhere. Better just be Johnny Walker one to Sunday. I want to wait to yourself, but I know what we feel and I'm trying to as. So these things are cheap, they are fake goods, we know. Now they come through our ocean. Now, it is not just human beings in terms of our porous borders, even goods that are fake are coming through our borders. So, we know that from where we're standing now, out of this process, we must act on that. But over and above that, how do we preserve some of the local businesses? We learn from Africa also. I've been to Ghana. Ghana have passed a law where if you want to open a spaza shop or a local barber shop, there's a lot of Nigerians also in Ghana, like anywhere else in the country, it is preserved only for Ghanaians. In Ghana, not far away from us. And why is South Africa not learning from that? Even here, next door in Zimbabwe, and some other countries. So we need to act on that. As government. And as the ANC, we have implored on our government to act expeditiously on this matter. SAMCO, from where we stand, they've made peace with our structures in KwaZulu-Natal. And it's a matter that we don't take lightly. We will engage with SAMCO National, working on this matter, and we've been working with the national leadership of SAMCO to address the concerns of the comrades of SAMCO in KwaZulu-Natal. Inside factor, we will wait for your evidence, but we are aware about your report in terms of the allegations that are made about our mayor. It's a simple process. Our structure there must investigate. And if the evidence comes to anything, it must be acted upon. I don't know. I don't collect monies from municipalities. I mean, they don't pay rent to me. I mean, I don't do that. So I can't answer that particular question. Newsroom, we have explained to you. Integrity Commission is doing its work. There's no report that is not processed. We have reported to you here that the reports were processed, what decisions were taken. I've reported back to the Integrity Commission after the NEC. I am now implementing some of the recommendations as agreed by the National Executive Committee and the Integrity Commission. We've got terms of reference, we are working. So, Integrity Commission it's a permanent feature of our NEC meetings. So whenever the NEC meets, that's why I was asking Uput Frank Mfundis, is their report. If necessary, he will come himself and present to the NEC, or I present the recommendation and the NEC debate. So we will perfect our systems as we move on, but we're determined to deepen and entrench integrity, because that is a key value for the African National Congress. The Hani family, I can imagine that ousting, how does she feel? I don't think she can be expected to be happy, just like ourselves. We opposed that parole. We opposed the release of that Janus Walus. We lost in the court of law. So the parole is over. He must be deported back to his country. That is our view. We will work with the Hani family and the Communist Party on whatever that is necessary that needs to be done. Because Janus Walus didn't tell the truth. Who sent him and all of that. We know that W. Lewis died as well. But this was the work of the right-wing fringe in the country that seek to undermine the forward momentum of the struggle towards attaining political power in our country. And Nelson Mandela and the leadership of the ANC were decisive. That those who seek to plunge this country in a civil war and take us back, they failed because of the decisive leadership of Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Tabazimbi, no, in the elections you launched a complaint. We're working with all political parties. We will form government in Tabazimbi. We're positive about that. What we did not understand in terms of what is this?
PRC. The formula.
The formula is a matter that we have not launched a complaint. We raised it with the IC, so in the multi-party forum. So they are looking at it because we raised important questions in relation to that. We raised important questions in relation to that. So they've got to clarify with us. I'm sure by now I will get the report when I'm done in this press conference. Thank you very much.